How's everybody doing? Are you shopping small? Are you supporting Black owned businesses? I'm doing both. I'm doing both, and there's some changes going on. Hey, I'm Shauna from Shop the Hood. Welcome in, welcome in. How are you guys doing? We have another business today. Welcome. Today is Small Business Saturday. It's all about supporting small businesses today. I've got Instagram on this side. I've got TikTok on this side. Welcome in. How you guys doing? Creative process. Hey, the TikTok side's rolling in. Whatever. Hey, whatever your curl. Hey, how you feeling? For those of you who don't know, today is Small Business Saturday. And you know what kind of small businesses I'm shopping with. I want to always keep with the businesses in our community. And today we're going to be talking with Vanessa from PJs For The Culture. There are so many options and opportunities that we have right now on social media in regard to purchasing and buying some things. But if we don't start talking about the business that we really want to shop with, like to make sure that we don't get scammed, because I don't think y'all realize how many scams there are out there. I wish I could put that. Maybe I should make a song or turn it into some kind of movie theatrical thing and sing it out. But it's bad. And it doesn't help for many of the people who are actively trying to buy things that they see and they like. Just told my interview family about you at Thanksgiving. Thank you. You're awesome. Thank you for sharing. I love that you love sharing my content. And I just want to make sure that we protect our money, protect your wallet, and protect our sanity, because things are going to get interesting in the coming year. Things are going to get really interesting. So let's prepare early. And if you haven't noticed, there are some changes that are happening to the website that is very intentional, and I will go into details about that a little bit later on. But today it's going to be about PJs for the culture. And before you even ask, yes, I had my PJs for a minute. Like I bought these because I met her. I met this business at a convention a couple years ago. I was outside trying to challenge myself and see how far my body could go. And I went all the way up to New York just to go try some things out. And next thing you know, ran into PJs for the Culture at, what was that? The Circle of Sisters Gospel Explosion. It's a very large, it used to be a very large convention every year. Like, people from all over New York City and all of the tri-state area would come to Circle of Sisters Gospel. Thousands of people go to that thing. And that was all prior to September 11th. Oh, sorry, prior to COVID. Because prior to COVID, everybody was like at these conventions shopping and doing all the fun and cool things. And I did as a vendor, I did vend at Circle of Sisters Gospel Explosion. Had no idea. It was my first event, trade show ever. And I thought all trade shows were like that. I thought all trade shows had thousands of people showing up, just rolling in, money in their hand. Yeah, that was, they set me up for success and slight disappointment at the same time, because the convention after that, the trade show after that, was not the same. I have a Black Santa hoodies. Have you seen them? Yes. Oh, no, wait. Have I seen yours? Slightly Fussy Travel. I have not seen yours. Let me take a screenshot of this to make sure I can go check some things out. Because I do so for those who don't know, I am constantly looking for small businesses to add into the buying guide. And when I start making announcements about why there is a fee now on the website, it'll make much more sense. And it's not the free buying guide is still there. It is absolutely still there. It will always be there. But we're stepping up so we can step up and help our small businesses. Oh, you said not mine. I bought them. Oh, you bought PJs for the Culture pajamas? Oh, girl, are we twinning it? Because are we twinning it? Are we gonna be twins? I just want people to know, are we gonna be twins? Let's see where she's at. If she's in here yet. No, she's not in here yet. But if you don't, here she is. Here you gone to a trade show or convention. It's hard to explain the differences of how they are now to how they used to be, because they used to be packed full of people. It took me 20 minutes to go 30 feet at the Circle of Sisters Gospel Trojan in 2019. It literally took me like 20, 30 minutes to go 30 feet because there were so many people at that convention. She says, efforting for these Black owned businesses. Yes, got the good veggies and Gigi toaster pastries today. Awesome. Listen, I'm shipping some good veggie canned food items to my mom because she needs some vegetables and I want to make sure she's all stocked up. I'm sending her um I'm sending her, I think that I can get like 12 in a tray. How many comes in like a solid tray to just stock up is unable. Okay. Um it's saying that you are unable to join PJs for Vanessa. I don't know what that's about. Let's see. Mhm. Do you want to come in on the TikTok side? I'm not sure what your following count. I know on TikTok there's a threshold, but I am not under. Yeah, Instagram is saying that you are unable to join, which is really weird. Mhm. So there we go. Technological problems. Gotta.
I know, I know. Well, hello.
Hey, happy Saturday. Happy
Happy
small
Saturday to you.
happy small business Saturday.
Thank you. I'm sorry, it's a little dark over here, a little technical difficulties, so please forgive us this afternoon.
Listen, it is Small Business Saturday. Small businesses have to do what they have to do to get their products out, to showcase it. If you have to do it in the dark, then you have to do it in the dark. You will make that stuff work. I don't think people understand. Small business owners will make things work come hell or high water, and that's just the name of the game.
Absolutely.
Like it is your other child. Like the business is another child.
Nope, that is so true. You're absolutely right, Shauna.
So how did like okay, so I was kind of going over how we met, but how did PJs for the Culture start out? Like how did it start?
So, as a mom, it's my son's company.
Mm.
So, as a mom, I always made us wear matching PJs for the holidays. And from the time my son was young, he always kind of questioned me, like, so these are random PJs. You can't find a black Santa. You can't find anything that relates to us. And I'm like, actually, no. So in 2021, he was home from, no, he had just graduated college. And he's like, Mom, why don't we consider creating a pajama line? And I was like, and he's like, and to ensure that there's cultural representation during the holidays. So I said, that's actually a really good idea. And so literally we brainstormed, I think it was the day after Christmas, we brainstormed a little bit. And then from there, we just started testing out products, so forth and so on. And then PJs for the Culture was born.
And your stuff is so cute. Like if you haven't like I met you guys in those that I think it was 22.
Yep. And we got some matching ones here too.
I that And she okay, and for those of you who don't know, they come in every size. You need something for the baby. She got something for she got one. She got like that little onesie
Yeah.
tiny baby thing. You
Yeah.
want something for like the adult? Like I'm walking around. Oops. Listen, if you have to kung fu your phone for this
Small
one,
businesses, this is how
they,
it goes.
listen. If you have to kung fu your phone for over the excitement of your product line, then you kung fu your phone for the excitement of this product line because that these are things. These are real things that are happening at times.
Absolutely.
But
This is what happens. Listen, I taught dance class this morning, ran home so that I could do this for him because he's got to go to work. And so we make it happen.
we make it happen.
Yes.
And the thing is, like, the reason that I'm doing these lives is so that I can help introduce your product line to my audience and introduce you to my audience. This is, we can have this shared, have more people know who PJs for the Culture is, that you're a real business, not one of these shady, scammy places online that's just ripping photos and videos and just like throwing things up on. Yeah. No, you guys do trade shows, you do events, you're on the road, you're teaching dance classes. He is not your only child. Like the whole family is involved.
Yep.
Is this like are all these like sisters, cousins?
So they're
Like
actually all of the people that are in our photo shoots are either students of the workshop. So I run a performing arts workshop. So they're students of the workshop or alumni of the workshop. So it really is a family affair. And it also really focuses on keeping the Black dollar within our community. So our photographer is African American, our graphic designer, and there's no AI. These are designs that are drawn, then
yeah.
painted in. Our designer is African American. The person who does all of our printing is African American. So we're really trying to ensure that that dollar
Stays within the
generates
community.
and circulates within our communities at least 7 times before it goes outside of our community.
And that's something great that you're teaching your kids in real time to do, because if they don't see it in real action and understand the importance, and especially in this economy right now as we speak,
Right.
it's going to be much more difficult for them to try to reverse that back, and it may take another 10 or 20 years for that to actually come to fruition. Being raised in with that mindset of, let me put that, let me hand my dollar over to someone in our community and
Absolutely.
make sure it's a good business. It's not like every
Right.
business is a good business. Like, we're not supporting just any old business. Like, you,
I hear that from you, Shauna, and your little
yeah,
lies. I hear that. Like, that was a scam.
yeah, listen, I I don't think people realize, like, the levels of scams that are out here is
I know.
insane. And they have the money to advertise like never before, which is even more dangerous for us
Right.
as small business owners or advocates for small businesses.
Yep.
Because when someone, and I mention this quite often, when someone gets scammed, it's going to take them that much longer, a month, maybe 2 months or 3 months, to trust themselves enough to go shopping online again.
Absolutely.
And in all that time, that means legitimate small businesses
Are not
are
benefiting.
not benefiting.
Well,
And then yeah, and then I'm really finding it really strange that Instagram and TikTok are
mhm,
upgrading their platforms this time of the
mhm.
year, because it slows everything down. Like, there are buttons that have moved, and I'm just like, what?
Well, I experienced that earlier today while I was trying to get on with you. I'm like, weird. No, that button was there. That button was there. So listen, there's always
There's
forces that are working against you, right?
there's always
But you have to have the resilience and the fortitude to
to
continue to
keep
move forward.
going. Just
You know,
keep going
absolutely.
and figure out a workaround. And that really is like quite the epitome of like what most Black people do. We figure out a way to work around it.
Absolutely.
You learn a new trick, you figure it out faster, you keep going, because there's a goal, there's a mission, and you've got this focus. And you have this super cute line of these
It's really
PJs.
cute.
You
It's really cute.
know,
I'll be honest with you. I love having the business with my son. Sometimes it's difficult because I have to listen to what he says, right? I can't just make decisions on my own.
mhm.
But I love having the business with him because it allows us to be able to communicate on a consistent basis. We talk about marketing, we talk about the manufacturing of the products. We are here 2, 3 o'clock in the morning putting together orders and packaging orders. So it really just allows us to become closer as business partners, but also just our relationship as mother and
And
son.
I love that you thought about, it's not just Christmas
Mhm.
that you have on your thing, but you also have Kwanzaa as well.
Correct.
Like, you have pajamas that showcase Kwanzaa, the importance of that to many people in our community. And I love the range that you offer people,
Right.
so that in case you do want the entire family dressed in the
Yes.
same pajamas.
Well, I'll be honest, this year our orders are like 15, 20 of the same pajamas. And the thing is, sometimes it's really difficult for people to find the same pajamas for everyone.
Hmm.
So if you order early with PJs for the Culture, you can do that.
Awesome.
So that's been actually something that's been a blessing this year. And then just even our new designs. So we created 2 new designs this year. One of them is called It's an HBCU Christmas. And so we really wanted to highlight our HBCUs. So I have it right here. The
That is so
graphic is
adorable.
Santa and Mrs. Claus arriving on an HBCU campus to pick up their children for winter Christmas break. And I said Mrs. Claus, but she's also known as Santa's boo. So this year we also have a Cleopatra Claus. So Santa's boo is Cleopatra Claus, and for the ladies who want to rock just Cleopatra Claus on their pajamas, they can do that as well. And then we have a whole other line of all of our Santa baby. This is our regular Santa baby. That is a crowd pleaser and seller.
That is super.
And then we have the
Yeah.
Christmas crew. So the Christmas crew has Santa and Mrs. Claus and 2 elves on it. As you said, we have Kwanzaa. So we
Hmm.
definitely have our Kwanzaa. We also have for children Feliz Navidad. So they can purchase, our Hispanic brother and sisters can purchase Feliz Navidad. And then we also, during Juneteenth of 2022, we launched, that's a phone ringing. I don't know
Listen,
where it is though. You can still hear me. We launched Princess and Queen's pajamas. And those pajamas really are affirmations that a parent is supposed to say to their children when they're going to sleep at night. Like, you are kings and queens who have built and who are at the foundation of our world. Medicine, you designed it. Science, you invented it. The pyramids, you built them. I am Black excellence. So that is something, a mantra you say to your children at night so they can dream big dreams and understand the importance of the contributions of people of African ancestry to this place we call a world.
Yeah, because we have to, there's a high level of importance and focus that you make sure that you push forward on your line to make sure that there's a representation and b understanding of origin, and it's done in such a soft, subtle way. It's like this. It's like the soft. It's a soft sell.
Yeah.
Like it's putting positive images in front of your kids. It's putting positive affirmations in front of your kids, and you make sure that I love just the representation at every turn, because to have something for the Hispanic community is just as important also, because there's little representation there on the clothing line side in regards to a pajama set. Like, honestly, I don't know anybody else who has that. Like, I'm not saying nobody. I just haven't seen it yet. So listen, if somebody out there knows somebody who like us, we can talk about them too.
And even when you're talking about educational, like the ones that I showed you, which is the HBCU PJs, but on the back, it has a listing of all of the HBCUs.
Wow,
so it
that's
has
awesome.
100 and I think it's 109 HBCUs listed on the back. So that's educational as well. And I find that a lot of people are purchasing them for the smaller ones. So you take the opportunity, one, they can find where their family member went, like, oh, they went to Howard. And, you know, my son went to Howard University. People did ask me, are you going to make Howard a little larger on the back? We wanted to, but we didn't. We didn't.
Equal, it has to, no biases. We're not doing biases. But he can wear the pajamas and just be like, go Howard.
Exactly. So it's educational to allow people to understand how many HBCUs actually exist, because we hear about a few. People probably know about 10 or 15, but they don't realize that there's 109 actual HBCUs that exist. And we even included the ones that have been closed. So somebody was like, oh, my college was closed in the 1980s. I was like, don't worry about it.
It's on there. We got you.
Yeah.
She says, we got you. It's listed because it made a difference in your life. We got you. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And all of this information, all of that level of history and intentionality is wonderful. What is it that you hope that your kids take away from this, like during this whole experience?
Well, I think it's important. Entrepreneurship, I think, is important. And even if it's not your full-time gig, the ability to be able to have another stream of income coming in. We know that it is extremely, it's extremely costly it's extremely costly to be able to, survive in this world. So having multiple streams of income is extremely important. So that's the first thing. The second is your commitment to your community. So the opportunity to be able to highlight your history, your culture, your legacy on a consistent basis is extremely important. The other thing is, it's about family and unity. Like, I'll be honest with you, I love talking to my customers on the phone, and sometimes they'll send me a message like, I didn't get my order yet. So I'll call them and be like, you sounded real mad in that email. They laugh. And it's really about, like, it's that sense of family and that sense of camaraderie. Community. So it really does work really well. And it's the fact of the matter that you have a responsibility to your community. So when you're talking about uplifting your community, that's why the dollar needs to go back to the photographer. It needs to go back to the graphic designer. It needs to go back to the printer. So I think that's really what I'm trying to, or we're trying to do with the brand, is really to highlight and support African American culture, history, and legacy, and do it in a very fun and enjoyable way.
Which is what you absolutely are. You're hitting it on all cylinders, because the coloring, the design, and this, it's not. People think, oh my God, it's going to be rough. No,
no. I'm so glad you said that. Like, so what's really important too is the way that we manufacture the PJs. It's either digital print or sublimation. So the colors are in the actual material, so you feel nothing topical. So that's why it's kind of easy to sleep in. It's
no scratching here. Like she said, it's in there. Yeah.
So that takes a little bit more time, and it also is a little bit more costly for manufacturing, but it's also a quality product. So the thing is, we want you to have something that you feel comfortable in, you can lounge around in. And if you have that big heat transfer, sometimes that's not comfortable to really sit in for,
Yeah.
sleep in actually. So just trying to make sure that we fine tune. And listen, we learn as we grow as well. So like the first year, we only went up to size 2X, and people were DMing like, so what's up? You can't represent for the big girls? And I'm like, I'm so sorry. So now we're up to 3X, and I'm still getting messages like, can we get, so we
Something
learn
large,
each
yeah.
year, exactly. So we learn each year how to please we learn each year how to please, Dallas, you want to say hello?
Hey, no.
That's Dallas.
On the move. It's Saturday. He's got business to take
Exactly.
care
No,
of.
he does. So he works as a sports researcher for CBS Sports. So
Oh
he
my
is on his way into the city to work. And so mom is
God.
doing this for him.
Listen, and this is why it's such a family affair. It's wonderful to have such an involved family, because when I met you guys, the entire family was at that trade show.
Right.
Like, I was just like, it is so what? Like, your daughter was there. She was just not interested in selling anymore. She was just like, and my 15 minutes was done. I was like, yeah, I know you're on rotation right
Yes,
now.
they were on rotation.
She's on
She was
her
like, I'm
15.
done.
Yeah.
Now it's time for her to rotate in. She brought her friend with her. So now it's time for her to rotate in. But really, once again, even I have my younger students come and help me with fulfillment. So
Mm-hmm.
they understand, like, okay, the quality assurance that needs to go into even packaging your orders. So they want to pull and package. And I'm like, no, there needs to be another set of eyes to ensure that you have the right items within each package. And they're like, oh, do you really? I'm like, see, you got this wrong size. Let's go back.
Now, would you?
So then they start to realize how important that is as
Yeah.
well.
Now, are you ever thinking about growing it out to another level of pajamas, or
So yes and
like
no. I think
Valentine's
I know,
pajamas?
I
Because
know, I know. We kind of wanted to, I'll be honest, right? With Christmas, we wanted to ensure cultural representation during the Christmas holidays. And then we launched the Princess and Queens, Kings and Queens line during Juneteenth. So we kind of wanted to stay specific to holidays that we needed and needed to ensure cultural representation. But I think we're thinking about it, how to expand. It's particularly for, Valentine's Day and even Thanksgiving, because there's a lot of Friendsgiving that's taking
yes,
place.
yes,
So
there
we're thinking
is.
about that. But no one else take our idea, okay?
Listen, we're not. Listen, whoever. I don't care if you're inside the live on TikTok or outside the live in the hallway listening. Don't steal these ideas. Listen, there's room for everybody to grow. Okay,
Exactly,
there's room for everybody to grow. We can all
exactly.
uplift each other. Yeah. So when I see a black cupid on
Right.
your PJs, and I'm like, yeah, PJs for the culture. I know. Like, I was waiting for somebody to do like a couples black cupid, his and hers, or his and
Yes,
his.
yes,
Like, we can pick hers and
yes.
hers. Like, PJs for the
No,
culture.
you're right. So I thank you. Listen, I thank you for the ideas as well. And that's the other good thing too, is that we have friends and family that are thinking about our business. So they even feel participatory. Like, why don't you think about this color? Why don't you think about that color? And they also know that we're open to their ideas and suggestions. And even I had a customer last year that returned an item back to me, and she was like, I didn't think it was as thick as I thought it was going to be. So then what did we do? We changed the GSM. So we changed the thickness. And she says, I can't believe that you called me and you asked me my opinion. And
Mhm.
she was like, just for that, I am sending this to all my friends and family so that they can purchase from you. So the thing is that if you're open and you listen to your customer, because that's really important too, you have to listen to your customer base as to what they want. So it's a higher GSM this year because I spoke to one customer and that was, one of the pieces of advice that she provided.
And somebody that Magical Me Cosplay said, I was just saying to my family, I want a PJ's picture.
Mhm.
Girl, you get the pajama set.
Yes,
Like,
yes,
you,
yes.
you get everybody in the same pajamas. Um, do you have one for the dog?
So,
Do you,
okay, so the thing is, I've had 3 dogs in my life, right? But no, we do not have one for the dog. I
okay,
think next year we're going to figure out maybe a collar or something for the dog. But we don't have anything for
yeah.
the dog yet. Yes. Yes.
She says, I'll be in Valentine's pictures with hubby if you have a V-Day PJ. Listen, the V-Day, I think it
That's
even
cute.
sounds like the perfect rhyme. The V-Day
That is.
PJ.
I don't know. Okay, so I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see who's saying that.
The
We'll give you
Snacks for Me
credit for that.
cosplay. Yeah,
Okay, we'll give you credit for that one. B-Day
yeah,
PJ. We like it. We
yeah.
like it.
Yeah, yeah.
We definitely
Just
do.
listen, and because I know for people who love their dogs and they want to dress their dogs
Yeah,
up to be in those photos, that they want their dog to have an outfit. Also, I'm not trying to say add anything to your line because costs of products these days are not low. Like costs are real,
exactly.
and the reason that the reason I have this platform and I'm doing what I'm doing for not just for the holidays but for the holidays and
Right.
beyond is to make sure we start knowing who we're shopping with and pouring money into those businesses and making sure that we're supporting the business that we want to support, that are in alignment with our ethics
Yep,
and our morals.
absolutely.
And if we don't share those businesses, we're doing each other a disservice, because I don't want to be relegated to just big box store shopping.
Absolutely.
I want to see PJs for the Culture grow and be like, I remember her when in the beginning. Yeah, I want to have those moments. Like, I want you
Right.
at 72
Right.
sitting there watching your grandkids run around, taking care of this large corporation, PJs for the Culture, shipping out
Right.
all over the world. Like, yeah,
No,
yeah,
I would want that too. And listen, it's all about generational wealth as well, right?
yeah,
So figuring out what you can provide as a foundation for your family, something that's a legacy for your family and your family name. And it's funny because my son at first, he came up with the idea, and then I was like, oh, and it could be this and it could be that. And he was like, well, I don't want to know. I don't know if I want to be known as king of pajamas. Now he feels a little bit different.
yeah.
Now he feels a little bit different.
Nothing wrong with being the king of pajamas, baby. Listen,
Exactly. I
it's,
said, there's people that are king of pillows, king of underwear. What does it matter?
listen. It's not just king of PJs. It's king of the cute
Yes,
PJs.
that's true.
King
That
of the
is,
PJs for the
and I
culture.
have
Yeah.
to say, he comes up with all the designs. He does a really great job. He and the graphic designer really sit down, and they're very meticulous about the designs. No, we want snow to be coming right here. No, we want the tree to have. So he's very meticulous about that, which is really good. And I think that's why it just resonates well, with the public. Like they really like the designs. They're bold, they're colorful, they're eye catching. And the other thing that he did when he was creating them initially, he was like, Mom, I really think we need to make it like a jogging suit. He's like, because guys do not like to wear matching pajamas. And so he's like, if we make something cool that's got like pockets in the shirt and it's got a hood, he's like, even when how you tell me and Daddy to run out and go get something from the supermarket, he's like,
Yeah.
we'll feel okay running out to the
The
supermarket
store.
in this outfit. And so it does really resonate, and there is
Like,
a very large contingent of people who are men that are purchasing the pajamas. And of course, people are purchasing the pajamas on behalf, but I have to tell you how many male customers.
are
Like, there's so
purchasing.
many men that are buying
Yeah.
pajamas for their family. And when we talk about like the African American man, well, they are purchasing PJs and they are purchasing and supporting their families, ensure that they're going to have a great holiday season. So I have to say, I probably have a higher percentage of men that purchase versus women. So,
Really?
yeah,
You know what? We should never be surprised to any of this at the end of the day, simply because like our men are always
yeah,
surprising us. Like men are always surprising us. So why wouldn't a cute photo op with the family all dressed alike? It resonates with something deep within our spirit that
absolutely.
says, that Ohana means family kind of thing.
Yep.
So yeah, go ahead with the men folk.
Yeah, bring it through, man. And then I also have to say that the state that has purchased the most PJs is Maryland.
Really?
Maryland got some supporters up in there. Yes, they do.
Okay,
So
come on through Maryland.
yes, come on through Maryland. You might have to
Listen,
get a special PJ next
Maryland,
year.
what are you doing out there with these PJs? Now I want to know, because Maryland is that state that gets all the weather. Like I'm in Pennsylvania,
Right,
we get all the weather. So
right.
I can imagine, and I think a lot of people in the Maryland area, all like I imagine them having
Yeah,
fireplaces. I just imagine them all by their fireplaces, all
yeah.
dressed alike, just hanging out. And then when they're done and ready, they
Mhm.
put their suits on. And they go to DC to make some changes in our
There you
society.
go.
That's what I see.
There you go. There you go. But yeah, Maryland is for the win right now, and I think a slow second is Texas. A lot of PJs out of Texas, and I'll be honest with you, it was your platform initially. You were the first creator that we ever met. You affirmed my son so. You poured into him. You really just you made him feel good about the product that he was offering, that just gave him the boost that he needed to be able to. And you were one of the first people that we spoke to at the Circle of Sisters. So after that, he was like reaching
Let's
out to
go.
people, telling people he felt good because you really affirmed him. So I
Like,
have to say thank you so
it's
much.
and yeah, like it's all the work. Like, I'm not gonna okay, sometimes I'll sugarcoat it a little bit, especially when there's a child involved. But when I saw you guys at Circle of Sisters and I felt the fabric, I saw the product, I'm just like, the artwork was on point. Like, it feels good.
Right.
It I was just like, it's so cute. Like, and I'm just like, and then when you said it was your son's business, I'm just like, young man, go ahead with your bad self. Like, put your he put his foot in it. Like, he was, and I love the fact that it's coming from a young black man.
Yeah.
Like, and people, and so when people think of the young black men in our community, do not pigeonhole them. Let them become whoever and whatever they want to become, because you never know what they will end up creating and birthing.
Exactly.
Because this is absolutely, I still wear it to this day.
Good.
I was
I'm
wearing it
glad
last
to
night.
hear that.
I
So it's
was wearing
so
it last night. I'm
funny.
like, okay, let me
I
just
was
curl up.
talking to a customer and she was like, "Oh, it doesn't really matter. He's only wearing it for one day." I said, "Oh no, not PJs for the culture. They are so comfortable that you will be wearing them in March and April and November
And
and
will
December."
and did. And with the pockets, you're absolutely right. With the
Right.
front pocket,
Right.
it makes it like even more comfortable, because you're like, I love them with
Yes.
pockets. I love, like, I got this one with the front pocket. It's
Yeah.
awesome. I love it.
It is.
Somebody asked, Hiller asked, are they the what's it? I'm her. Are they are the I'm with her PJ still available?
Oh
I'm with
yes. I'm so sorry. And for the election, we created Kamala Harris PJs. So they said I'm with her. They had the signature chucks on them. They had the pearls at the bottom, and then they had two dates: 2024 and 1867. Can anybody on this live tell me why 1867 was on the sneakers as well? And so then it said, I'm with her. So, yes. And that's the funny thing. After the election, we assumed that, okay, well, we didn't sell all those PJs, but we're not going to be able to sell them. There are so many orders still
they're
coming in
still coming
for
through.
the Kamala Harris PJs. So, please get yourself some Kamala Harris PJs. They are really soft, they're really cute. And for those women that might be of a certain age and we might be experiencing, different types of temperature in our body. I won't say
Girl,
what
I
it
got
is.
menopause all up and down this street over here. Like, don't even. Like, she's trying to be nice about it.
I am.
For those of us who are menopausal with the hot flashes, the night sweats, the fits of rage, and yes, I got a permit to carry
Oh
all
God.
that. Yeah, listen. At the end of the day, I feel like I should get out of jail free card just because I'm menopausal. So yeah,
But the
for those
Kamala
of you who
Harris
are menopausal,
PJs,
yes, I did wear this last
yes,
night, and I'm fine wearing it. It breathes.
yes, it
It
does.
breathes.
It
Yeah.
does. And the Kamala Harris PJs are actually short sleeves as well. So they have blue piping. But I need somebody to tell me what the 1867 stands for as part of the diagram and the graphic on the PJ.
Okay.
Those
So
are
on
really
either
good.
side,
Yep.
if anybody can answer what
You get a PJ, you get a
1867,
pair of PJs.
she's giving away a pair of PJs. I'm going to give away the Christmas, the holiday ornaments. I, I will.
Okay.
I'll send this out Monday. Whoever can say, and we
Why?
will take your name down now.
Yep.
There, I will tell you to email me, because this way, like, listen,
Email,
we
give
got,
a good address.
yes,
But if you can
email,
figure out,
because my
mhm.
DMs are crazy right now. My DMs on both
That's
platforms
good,
are,
girl. That's
yeah.
good.
My DMs right now on both platforms are absolutely crazy, which is great. It makes it difficult for me to, like, get back to people right away.
Absolutely.
She says, "Happy Saturday." Okay, okay. Does anybody know? Because you're talking about free
Free
PJs.
pair of Kamala Harris PJs. If you understand and can tell me why the date
Wait, Magical Me Cosplay
1867.
said vote.
No, no, not exactly.
Right to vote.
No, that's not the reason.
Oh, Pink Slayer. It's in the back of the guide. Okay. Somebody,
So if you can
somebody's
figure
asking for
it
my email.
out, let us
Yeah.
know. But we also try to create pajamas around certain issues as well. So That's the reason why we created the Kamala Harris PJs, was really just
Hillary said, are we talking about the Reconstruction Act?
well, that is the Reconstruction Act is around that time, but that's not exactly it. They are Kamala Harris PJs.
Kamala
Think
Harris
about
PJs.
Kamala
Kamala
Harris
Harris.
and her experiences in life.
And what does 1867 signify
Yes.
in relation to Kamala Harris?
Yes.
And we're talking about a free pajama set. Like, if these are adorable, I'm going to tell you right now, like, they are absolutely adorable.
No, they really are. They feel good. They got like I said,
yeah.
The graphic is amazing. And I have to say, our graphic
design
is
Imagine me cosplay said, men vote.
Not it. Not it.
Congratulations to your small business. Hey, sis. Hey, what's going on, AK? What's going on? Hey, Lolo. So, because this is what we're going to close out on. Whoever can guess.
1867. Why is it important in Kamala Harris's
Radical Reconstruction be told by the president?
Okay, so they are actually right about those, but that is not the reason why this 1867 exists. I don't want to have to give any more. Okay, another clue.
We're at the clues.
If I give another
Vetoes.
clue, it's going to give it away.
Kevin said vetoes. It's almost like playing one of the games that I have that's black over. You can't what you can't say. So say other things, but the things you just can't say. Because Howard was founded in 1867 and Kamala is there we go.
That's
Dr.
it.
Tachi. Yeah, listen. I got her address.
You got her? Good.
Yeah. Because she won before. Listen, she is on it.
That's right.
Is on it. So make sure I'll send Dr. Tachi, make sure you DM me right now, because I know we're mutuals. Make sure you DM me right now on Instagram to allow me to give me permission to share your address, because I will not share your personal information without your consent. That is not what I do.
Yeah.
So
understood. That makes perfect sense because you are about your business.
I'm about that
life.
I'm about that life. I'm really about that life right now.
Well, congratulations. So who won? Dr. Who?
Dr. Tachi, she says, I'm a Howard alum too. Oh, she's a Howard alumni too, girl.
Oh, very good. I am not, so I live vicariously through my son. I went to Dartmouth, but I thought for him that it was really important for him to have an HBCU experience. So
I want to go to an HBCU now, and I'm 52.
I actually think that Howard thinks that I actually went there. They send me stuff like alumni, so.
Like, I want to go to HBCU now at my ripe old age. Like,
I lived vicariously through him.
Yeah.
And it was fun.
But Vanessa, thank you so much for joining us. I want to let everybody know, if you want to go to PJs for the Culture, this is actually the website address. Lily, PJsForTheCulture.com. Get your pajamas, get your Kamala's pajamas. They are super cute. They're silky soft. They're not they're not super soft. They're like a silky soft. Yes. And get one for every family member.
Yes. And
we're
selling out quickly, so don't wait.
Yeah.
Just because you put something in the cart, that doesn't mean it's going to stay there. So you got to purchase now. But we have, for 2024, we have It's an HBCU Christmas. That's the graphic with Santa and Mrs. Claus coming on campus. We have Santa's Boo, which is Cleopatra Claus. Then we have our regular Christmas crew. Of course, we have Santa Baby, which is our old staple. We have a new set of Kwanzaa PJs. We have Feliz Navidad. And just come, look at the website. And if you need assistance or help, like trying to navigate, I know it's a lot with some of the sizes being out of stock. So you can DM me and then I'll call you. And then I can it's a little bit easier for me on the back end to tell you what's available, so then I can work with you as well. But I thank you so much, Shauna, for giving us the opportunity to have this platform to talk about our product. Once again, I encourage family-owned businesses. Like, I encourage you to work with your family in business. I truly, truly, truly love working with my son in this business, and it allows us just to be closer and to think, about financial security and, like I said, generational wealth. So you are a blessing to many, and I thank you so much for this platform.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you all for coming to the live. I'm going to end the live now, and in 20 minutes, I'll be right back with another Black-owned business. So get ready to get some sneakers, because I got mine. Okay, good. Have a good one. I'll see you soon. I'll see you in about 20 minutes.
Bye. Bye-bye.